Hey guys, so today I have a little announcement. I did not do a November TBR, nor do I plan to do a wrap-up. As you know, I always forget to do a wrap-up, so it's probably a good thing I don't plan to do it this month. NaNoWriMo started this month, and I don't plan to read a lot. I have like 3 books that I'm in the middle of reading from last month that I plan to finish, and I have 1 or 2 books that if I get to them, I doubt I'll get to them, but I'm just pointing them out when I get to them on my TBR shelf. So that brings up what this video is about. I am giving a tour of my TBR shelf. It's quite a large collection of to-be-read books, but I just love buying books, so I buy more than I actually read, so that's a problem. But I need to get to these soon, and I plan to get to them next year. I plan to, in the first quarter of the year, I hope to get through all of these books, which is probably not going to happen, but just in the event that they might, that's kind of my goal. And like I said, that's only 3 months. I doubt I will get to all of these, but you're going to see them, and you'll see how many there are. So I'm going to give you an overview and kind of show you how they are organized, and then I will go into each book individually. Okay, so what you're looking at, is my TBR shelf. It is the top shelf in one of my bookcases, and as you can see, there's a molding here, and the books go up higher than the molding. I think you can actually see them here because of my camera angle. So to show you kind of the organization process and how I organize my books to, get maximum space for my TBR shelf, because as you can see, they're quite full. Over there, those books are the books that I'm currently reading, plus a notebook that documents what I've read and what I need to read. Those are all my paperbacks. The top are all paperbacks that are just single books. They're not bind-ups. The very top one is a bind-up, but it's smaller than most of the books on the shelf, so I just left it up there. The bottom ones here are all bind-ups, and they're all alphabetized. Like, those are alphabetized, and these are all alphabetized. Those are alphabetized. These are all alphabetized. These are like one paperback, and then the rest are hardback, and then these are all hardback, and these are alphabetized. And those are alphabetized. Not much. I did more by height, those 3. So yeah, we're just going to hop right in. The book you're looking at is the book that was farthest on this side, and that is a books to check out for kids journal, and it's basically to document what you've read and how many books you need to read, and all the books that you own and need to have on your shelf. My mom got this for me from when I was like 9 or 10, and I just never really got into using it, so I'm really trying to use it now so I can get one for teens. The next book on my shelf is, the next 3 that I'm going to show you are the books I'm currently reading, and this one is 45 Pounds or Less by K.A. Barnes. Then we have The Elite by Kira Cass, and last but not least, we have Sarah Dessen's What Happened to Goodbye. The next section, which mentioned previously, is all the paperbacks that I have on this shelf. So we're going to start at the top and go to the bottom. First, we have A Royal Match by Tyne O'Connell, which is a bind-up, but it is not at the bottom because it is smaller than most of the books on this shelf. Decks with Holly by Marnie Bates. Honey Baby Sweetheart by Deb Kaliti. Girl vs. Boy by Sandy Rideout. I did start this and never finished it. I got to I think the 4th page and sat it down and picked up a different book. My mom said it was really good. I loaned it out to her, so I plan to pick it up at the beginning of the year because I do love these 2 authors' writing. Cinderella, another book I started and never finished. I got to, I think, the 4th chapter and just kind of set it down and didn't pick it back up. It is by Robin Palmer. The sequel to Cinderella is Geek Charming, and I believe there's 4 books out now, and I think the 5th one will be releasing soon. I'm not exactly positive. I never really got into this series. Next, we have another Christmas novel, and it is Coffee House Angel by Suzanne Selfridge. Now we're getting into the bind-up section, and as mentioned previously, these are in alphabetized order by the type of book they are. They have 3 to 4 books in them, or 2 to 3 books to them, so they're in their own little category in themselves. First, we have The 9 Lives of Chloe King, and it's the complete trilogy by Liz Braswell. Next, we have Royally Crushed by Nikki Burnham, and again, it is the complete trilogy. After that, we have 3 separate novels by Erin Downing in the bind-up called A Funny Thing About Love. We have Dancing Queen, Prom Crashers, and Drive Me Crazy. Next, we have 3 novels by 3 separate authors. A novel by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. They are Christmas short stories titled Let It Snow. I need to correct myself. The title of the bind-up is Let It Snow. The 3 books in this bind-up are The 3 books in this bind-up are The Patron Saints of Pigs by Lauren Miracle, The Jubilee Express by Maureen Johnson, and Cheertastic Christmas Miracle by John Green. Next, we have the first 2 books in the To Catch a Prince series by Gillian McKnight. It's To Catch a Prince and The Frog Prince. And lastly, on the bind-up portion of this shelf, we have Love, Love, Love by Deborah Reaver and Caroline Good, Language of Love and Cupidity. Next, we have this small portion right here, which we will go through now. First, we have the first book in a middle grade series called Twice Upon a Time. It's Rapunzel, the one with all the hair, by Wendy Mass. We also have the third one in the series. I read them out of order, not knowing there was an order to this series, and it's Beauty and the Beast, the only one who didn't run away, also by Wendy Mass. After that, we have Stay by Deb Coletti. And lastly for this section, we have The Magician, the second book in the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. We will now start on this last section, which is all of the hardbacks, aside from those 3 right there, and we will start getting to those now. So now we're going to do this last section. It is all of the hardbacks. The first hardback is Keep Holding On by Susan Colasante. Next, we have Famous Last Words by Jennifer Salvado Dotorski. Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick it was going to be another one of my Booktubeathon reads, but I switched up again. My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This book I am over halfway through with, but I'm not sure where I stand with finishing it. It has some storylines I do not agree with. We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han, the 3rd book in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I'm collecting them all in hardback, and I got this one used for $5. Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. These are the first 2 books in the Lunar Chronicles. Next, we have Peace, Love, and Baby Ducks by Lauren Miracle. A YR read titled Once Upon the End. It's the 3rd book in the Half Upon a Time trilogy by James Riley. Insurgent by Veronica Roth. I have 64 pages left, but could not fit it on the books I'm currently reading, so I put it here because it has been several months since I've picked it up. Geek Magnet by Kieran Scott, also known as Kate Bryan. This is her real name. And the last book on my shelf, The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I hope you enjoyed this video of my TBR bookshelf, and I will be back with another video very soon. Do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also check out my blog, julesfromjordan.tumblr.com.